Hey DOT community, this is Zalon coming at you with a Saturday morning grind stream. Just like old Saturday morning cartoons. It's the best time. Get your cereal, get your Pop-Tart, get your bagel. Relax. Get some grinding on. Pop the stream up on the TV. So, I definitely, unfortunately, did not get to stream last night. I came back from work and I was exhausted. So, of course, it's going to take a little bit, but there's going to be a routine break in, and also figuring out what's going to be the best way to do everything that I still want to be able to do, and in a timely fashion. Of course, on Saturday nights, there's already pretty much a pretty good stream, DOT YouTubers that do streaming on Saturday nights, so I figured I'd go this morning. Also, maybe see some people I don't normally get to see. Also, I'm going to be heading out here soon to go help my brother. He needs some help. See, when you own a truck, people in your family will always need help moving things. So, what's up, Lex? What's up, Ed's channel? Wrecking Nomad, Brian McAndrew, French toast eggs with a side of beer. Very nice. Yes, 7 a.m. for you, Ed's channel. West coasting it up. For me here, it's like at 10:19, so it's not bad. Kokomo IPA coming soon. Very nice, very nice. Truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Good morning, Zalon. How we doing, Truth? Yes, yes. If anybody wants to join me on Discord, they most definitely can, just so you know. I am in the NTG Discord, like always. What's up, Ron Aimer? Afternoon, Z. Afternoon, folks. Yeah, Ron, I saw you posted a video. Unfortunately, I got about like a 2-hour ride on my hands, so I'm gonna have plenty of stuff to watch, including your video, Ron, and hear all about your what happened. Afternoon, Chad, Gary. Hey, how we doing? You like that? The truth will set you free. Yes. Yeah, Truth has his own intro line when he joins chats. So yeah, let's get going on this grind. Let's get going on this morning grind because I gotta get it done. I gotta make up for some lost time last night, especially, and also today. Although I will be grinding again tonight while I watch all the other wonderful DOT YouTubers. I know Jim wants to stream tonight. I know D wants to stream tonight with Derm. And we'll see. I don't know if maybe Gaming Jaeger wants to stream tonight or not, or if anybody else is going to be streaming super late night. But we will see. Bad Mother Trucker, good morning, all. What's up, Smokey? Good to see you too as well. Yeah, Ron. Yeah, if anybody doesn't know about Ron Gamer, just so you know, and Bad Mother Trucker as well, and Truth, and there's all shoutouts to all these great DOT YouTubers. Make sure you check out their channels if you want to see some other content that people are posting besides from some of the more regular people that are, I don't want to say regular, but the other DOT SPP players, because a lot of times people only know them because they have been given the information from the dev live stream or blah blah blah. So there is plenty of other wonderful DOT YouTubers out there, plus I still got to get that. I have plenty of videos I still need to be making, so we'll see about how soon I can get to some of that stuff. Oh, but Truth joined me. What's going on, Truth? What's going on, Truth?
What's up, man?
Yeah. I was muted on Discord. What's going on, Tox? Rockslide, Dominic, Alex, Sparrow, yeah, a lot of people joining in. Yeah, catching that afternoon British crowd. Yeah. All right, so let's just snack this VP because most likely when I get back tonight, those won't be there. But a lot of things building-wise / troop-wise just expired within the last day or so. So now I'm back to like no resources again. But it's good because I'm moving things along in Castle 23. So, we already got a 2-star equipped, so I think I was rocking it with Matano with like a crazy... Oh, did I check my... Newbie mistake. I didn't check to set up a bunch of troops to be building. Oops. Before the stream, I had short like what 17, 18 troops here, so bunch of cheapies, some panthers because I know I'm going to be using them, and more maidens, of course, everyone's favorite. So, how excited is everybody for next week? Let's just start with the morning with that question. Oh, how excited are you for next week? How about that, Truth?
I think it's going to be awesome. Did you happen to see Game Rescue's video?
No, I'm saving that for my drive today too. Yeah, but what were you to say about it?
So, Game Rescue is talking about the first release of any new, class or type of Titan. Mm-hmm. Historically, has been the poorest.
Well, yeah, I've said that too. I've said that on previous streams as well, because I mentioned how Athena, and also, and I have not watched Game Rescue's video yet, everyone, okay? I'm not trying to quote him or anything, but I said that Athena and what was it, Siggy was the first X-Skilled Titan, and he had a reign, you know what I mean, but pretty much soon after that, we just saw plenty more, like Mamesh, and other such X-Skilled Titans come out pretty soon after him. But see, Odin, being that he was so hyped up and everything else, he seemed to fall out of favor within 2 months. Within 2 months, he didn't have a long reign at all. And I didn't even... Yeah, here, I'll show you. I'll show it to everyone here. That my Odin, I was just like... I wasn't really too thrilled about his skills, and it wasn't one of those situations where you get a Titan, and you're like, I don't care what skills he has. I'm gonna make sure I max him out or something like that. But no.
Right.
My Odin, I was like, I wasn't happy with Archer's health, and, well, Archer's damage was okay, but I got a 1 out of 2, and at the time, I had other Archers or Rangers I was more interested in working with. And again, everybody also was complaining about how the Titan Army lightning damage and, Barrage Aura 1 and 2 were, kind of underwhelming, Like, right. Ooh, that's not that much damage for either one and everything else. So, some players, of course, really enjoyed Odin and everything else, and that's fine. That's fine. The only thing is, I had other Rangers at the time that I'd rather work on that I thought had a lot better skills, so...
Yeah. Well, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to pour cold water on the event that everybody's looking forward to, because I'm one of them.
No. So am I too. I was looking forward to Odin just as much as everyone else was. So I mean, it doesn't mean that it's not going to be totally awesome. It just depends on how quickly this awesomeness will, it will remain. It won't be if we're going to be getting all sorts of new sets of skills that these Titans are going to have that are different than what we've already seen in the past. Well, how soon are we going to see 3 or 4 more of those style of Titans in the future?
Right.
That's because the DOT community hypes up the events more than the devs do most of the time.
Yeah.
Jim is telling the truth.
Yeah. What's up, Jim? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we hype these events up so much, like Odin and Thor, the Norse gods, and then when they don't live up to the hype, we're like, eh.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of helping it with Zeus, too, because we're hyping this up more than the devs are.
Yeah, oh yeah, most definitely. And you want to know what's really funny about the whole Zeus situation? I got to get into a little bit of grinding here, but the whole crazy thing about the Zeus situation is that, Digital Microsay says he's excited. I'm open for ping pong, says Tox. Okay, good. TP Berg says good morning. Dominic, 3-4 stars in Zeus event. Zeus, Poseidon, and one other. I hope so, Dominic. I hope we're going to see one more. We're going to see it like a similar Odin event. So, I mean, I'm excited for this event. It's going to be awesome. It is going to be a big deal, not just for the simple fact that, Zeus is going to be the last 4-star. Well, yes. okay, for the players that have not been saving up relics, the players who've not been saving up gems, and they also don't really want to spend money in this game, well, yeah, Zeus is going to be really high on the list. So if you didn't do one of the other two things, like saving relics or gems, there's nothing I can tell you. You can't call the devs greedy for putting them up at 20-some K. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the event will be good even for some of those types of players, because you can most likely, if they release they didn't exactly give a release date on the actual event, whether it's Wednesday or Thursday, because on these God events where we have 3-4 stars in them, like the Odin event was, we had an extra day to do the event. So if they don't, if they release the event on Thursday, then there's a good possibility we're only going to see 2 4 stars in the event. But they said Poseidon is coming back soon. Very soon. And I think that's because Poseidon's coming with Zeus. That is really what it sounds like. Now, do you guys think that Poseidon's skills will be the same? That is my next question. I'm coming up with these questions off the top of my head, but, what do you think?
No.
You don't think so, Jim?
Nope.
You think they're going to change up Poseidon's skills from what they currently are?
I think they'll change up Poseidon's skills. I just think that's what they're going to do. They're going to have Poseidon in there. And they're going to have Zeus and another 4-star. And I hope it's Valorn. I would love another Valorn.
Yeah.
But I know Truth would too. Oops,
yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, shut up.
Nice.
But I just think with the way the game is changing, the way everything changes, and I think they're going to have different skills. I think they're going to be better, but I think they're going to be different.
You do think they're going to be better? They're going to actually improve Poseidon? I mean, he's pretty deadly already.
I'm not saying he's deadly. He's not deadly. I'm saying they're going to improve the skills. I think they're going to change them.
Okay.
And by the way, just for everybody in, watching Zalon right now and stuff, I got my Aircon last night. Aircon's a beast. I got him leveled to 60. I know there's a lot of bit of speculation about that going to, to Ann and getting that last relic. That last relic makes a huge difference for 42% armor and 40% health on Goliath.
So you're saying 18K is the way to go, Jim? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I did. I maxed my Chrono or my Aircon out. I maxed that last relic out, that Aircon's War Paint, and 42% armor and the 40% health for a super tanky Goliath build. I'm telling you, you're going to miss that relic if you don't go to 18. If you get Aircon and don't go to 18K, you're going to miss that relic.
Okay, so Jim, let me ask you this. Jim and Zalon. Okay. So why, it's just a hypothetical, why go get Aircon if you have a Chronos? Is Chronos not superior? I mean, Chronos is Goliath's defense.
It's just another mix-up. It's just another tool in the tool chest.
Okay.
Because if
not only another tool, but he gives. You got to realize that Aircon versus Chronos doesn't give those high resistances. If somebody's attacking my garrison, and I realize they have, Chronos has the 20,
the 20%
Omega Goliaths and stuff. But Aircon gives those high resistances. I got right now.
And being the fact that there's 3 different ones,
maxed.
I look at Aircon as like a Valorn light. So it's because you're only getting one. You're getting the 1x skill instead of both the health and the armor. So since you're not getting both, you're getting still 3 individual resists, which does make it always a crapshoot, because people still have to go in once to see what it is, and then it's a possibility they beat you. There's a possibility they don't, just like a Valorn. And because a Valorn is usually a 50-50 roll when people go in, because there's 6 elements. You have, you know what I mean? So chances of them blocking 3. I got
pretty lucky with the skill health on the last one too.
Well, yeah, it seems like that, too. Oh, Mr. Dromediddle, good morning. Oh, man, what a great morning crowd. I didn't know what I was expecting to get into this morning. I was thinking maybe I'd see a lot of people that I normally wouldn't see at all. at nighttime.
Is that drum?
Yeah, we're getting all the nighttime folk in the morning.
Well, his name looks a little different, so I wasn't positive.
No, it is. He just likes to, he likes to change his name a lot.
Mess with us.
Oh, and there's D too. Oh,
too.
Oh, look at that.
He puts that space in there to trick you.
Yeah, that's right.
Promethea morning, sir. I saw that video. Good video.
Yeah, I'm saving that for my drive too. See, with 2 hours, I'm going to be able to get a lot of videos watched today. If anything, I don't want to have to rewatch my own live stream just to kill some time. So.
Yeah, he put out a good video about Aircon and the Relics, and compared him to Chronos. And all. It's a good watch. Good watch.
So
are the devs teasing new Titans to come after the gods with that message that they've put in game, that Aircon message about rising up against the gods or whatever?
I don't know. Well, there's all this backstory that's coming out now. So
yeah.
So you're reading into that backstory a bit? Is that what you're doing there, Truth?
Yeah. That's why I'm wondering if y'all read into it. Also, I'm thinking
it's kind of like what they're looking at.
I wonder if that's a tease to say that the gods are ending. They're about to drop Zeus or whatever it may be, and then so they've got Aircon dropping right at the end of the god run. And so now they're teasing new Titans now coming out, because we've been all running for gods. We haven't run for a Titan for how long?
It's true.
I think they're teasing new Titans now.
They might be.
Well, it sounds like they're not only teasing new Titans, but they're teasing new Titans that are going to make the old 4-star Titans kind of obsolete.
Yes, absolutely. I think they're teasing new Titans that are actually going to be formidable to these gods, because let's all be honest, right now the gods are the ones to have. Titans are cool, but gods are actually pretty powerful. So I believe they're teasing new Titans that are formidable and stand up against the gods and how powerful they are. Just my opinion.
Possible. Well, also we got Zeus, Wrecking Nomad, tag her. Thank you for all joining in. Appreciate that. It is definitely a possibility. There was a comment going for Aircon just to get 1.4 boost for the next event here. Yeah, Digital Microspace, I feel like that was the that 1.4 boost, and knowing it ahead of time from the dev live stream really made a lot of people, say, maybe I should really get this. 18 TP Berg says I'll be going to 18K but playing some Diablo 2 right now. Very nice. Wrecking Nomad wants to know, will do another 20-hour Conquest stream? Well, next Conquest, probably. Obviously, it'll depend on, what's going on that Friday. But as long as they keep releasing Conquests on Friday, we'll see what happens when it comes down to super long streams.
And I'm more excited for the Conquest. Not that I'm not excited for Zeus, but I'm more excited for the Conquest.
After
triple battle.
For after Zeus, well, think about it this way, okay? Zeus will be released with those. We saw his new relics. Didn't we? No. They didn't show anything yet.
I didn't see any relics.
Okay, because he's going to be like, every god comes with like 2 relics, like we've seen every time. Because no god has not come with at least 2 relics, even if they don't. Even if they don't buff Omegas, because there was a few of those ones, like what was it? Was it Tainted Heart? Or there was a few. There was at least 2 relics that came out during the time of Hades. I don't know, but Almorand and Hell, that they weren't exactly attached to obvious, Omega troops. But at the same time, though, they were still released as considered like god relics. But no matter what, we can expect at least 2 new relics for Zeus, because I couldn't see them releasing, especially Zeus, without at least two relics of his own. Aircon even got one for himself. Arya got one for herself. You know what I mean? Like, every Titan that comes out now at least gets 1, but gods seem to get 2. So, that's at least from my observations.
Right, but that Tainted Heart was a Almorand relic, I believe, though.
Oh, yeah, that's
from Skelly's.
Well, yeah. But all I'm getting at is just a simple, well, not just Tainted Heart, but there's a few other relics that came out around that same time that are not.
Gotcha.
They came out with like Hell and came out with and also came out. They don't buff Omegas as the first skill is what I'm getting at. Is all the other God relics that come out? There's always two of them, and there's one. Each one does something for whatever those Omega troops for that God is.
Gotcha.
Yeah. How about Zalon as a Titan? Oh my gosh. Wrecking Nomad, I don't know what kind of... What? Yeah, they could call it Papi Chulo. My nickname from work. Oh my gosh. Absolutely ridiculous. Why are you up at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday? Are you sick or something? No, Oberonzad, I'm not sick. It's because I'm getting up very early for the new job that I have. So actually, I've been up for quite some time actually already. I was up around like 7:30, and that's actually considered late.
What's he doing up? Asking you, what's he doing up?
Yeah, what are you doing up, Oberonzad? So, but Tox said he's open for ping pong, so I can't refuse the Tox man.
Tox, power to the people. How you doing, sir?
Power to the people. So, Jim, are you going to be live streaming tonight?
Yeah, I might be traveling here soon. I'm still waiting on word. Okay. So my live stream might be either a little late or after D's.
Oh, okay.
If I travel, I got to go 6.5 hours. Mm-hmm. I just don't know yet. But if I'm not traveling, I'll go my regular time, 7 o'clock. But I will live stream it at some point tonight.
Okay. We're holding you to that. What was that?
I'm back. I got my voice. I feel good. Yeah.
Thanks, Truth. Oh, just for getting up early on Saturday. I appreciate that, Truth. Appreciate that. So, let's see. Gary says, Matt did say there will be a 1.3 boost as well. That's true. And Conquest Week after Zeus, true as well. So, it won't be so. The last two events we've had, like, the one where we had the all relic boosts available. And we had, it was 1.1 and 1.2. And then this event, 1.1 and 1.2, it's kind of like, we're slogging it out. Not too much of a, But as soon as your ears perk up when you hear a 1.4, it almost seems like because they did that on purpose as well. Like, have two real mud-slogging 1.1, 1.2 boost events, and then, there's a chance for a 1.4? There is hope, everyone. But notice how they didn't tell us who the 1.3 boost Titans are. So if they would have let us know at least that information, people would have made a little bit more of an educated, Oh, well, maybe I don't.
Didn't they say that there's going to be another 1.4, but they didn't name them?
No. I think they said, I think it was like there's going to be a 1.3 boost. They didn't mention any other 1.4s. They said a 1.3 boost for another Titan or Titans. They didn't mention exactly a specific thing for that.
Gotcha.
And I think the logistics behind that is just so if they just would have said, all Ranger Titans get a 1.3 boost, 4-star. It's like, well, how many people have a 4-star Ranger, Pretty common at this point in the game to at least have one if you've been playing for 3-4 months and you're active. I'm not going to say you're somebody that just logs in every once in a while and you've been playing casually. But when it comes down to Rangers, they definitely have a good amount of them in all the different classes and elements. I mean, all the different elements. Good morning, Bruce Ellison. So D says 9 spots left for Zeus, top 50 team, PM me in game or send me a message in line app. D, NTG in game or line ID, hi D, 123. I know. Next week's event's so insane. And D was, again, I'm waiting for tonight's, tonight is going to be the night where D does her, Zalon, you were right. We did need a third team. And yes, I'm denying people.
Don't do it, D. Don't do it.
You have to, D. She has to. I told her she has to when I told her weeks ago that we're going to need 3 teams. This is the biggest event of the year, barring anything that is unforeseen, which means, like, for instance, 4 or 5 months from now, they drop something right before the end of the year, and they're like, boom, something new and something amazing. So, if anything, this is either the top or one of the 2 top events of the entire year. So, pending.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. I think without doubt, it's gonna surpass Chronos.
Yeah. Well, also too, Chronos wasn't anticipated. Chronos was just dropped on us like a lead brick. You know what I mean?
Hey, look what happened.
Well, I mean, everyone went nuts. I mean, the realization how good Chronos was really good. Michael Marlowe says, "Sup, guys? Finished yet?" No, Michael Marlowe. I'm not finished yet. What's up? Go ahead, Jim.
No, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Go ahead, bud.
No. I was just answering Michael Marlowe saying, "Sup, guys? Finished yet?" With his usual attitude. Good morning, King Joshua. Good to see you.
Yes, Michael Marlowe, I have finished.
I have not. But
Lord.
we got King Josh here, KJ, one of Jim's number 1 fans. And
one of my crew, KJ.
Yeah.
TP Berg is too.
Yeah, it's true.
TP Berg is actually one of the only people that left a comment on one of my videos.
Was that right?
Yeah. TP's had to give him a wrench.
Jim tiptoe dancing around in excitement to have his voice back and feeling better. Yeah, that's true. Jim is tiptoeing around and dancing.
Sorry.
Sorry. What's up, King Ragnar? Oberon Zod says, I'm not up yet. Oh, D says, hashtag Zalon was right. It hurts to say it.
Oh, D.
Yeah,
oh, D.
That's right. What's up, 54 and 5? What's up, y'all?
Zalon, you got a lurker in Discord.
Oh, I know. We'll let him lurk for a little bit. We'll let him lurk. We won't call him out yet. I've already noticed. But we can't. We don't want to be a solo act yet. So hold on a second.
He'll take over.
Yeah, hostile takeover. It'll be bad. I'm gonna throw more maidens in and just go in all. But I do need this gold. The biggest event in Ron Gamer thinks the biggest event in your opinion will be the Spearman Summoner. We'll see who that is. I've been predicting, and again, you can go back to my videos. I've been predicting for the longest time that it doesn't matter that Athena was a maiden summoner, that Zeus was still going to summon maidens. I still believe that. So. They will end up doing another double summon Titan event, and we will be back here again with Insanity. Well, Bruce Ellison, yeah, most likely. Aaron, what's going on? Most people can't beat Chronos. Love him. Yeah, King Joshua, I agree. Currently at 573 souls. King Ragnar, nice. Keep going. Got to keep going.
KJ's right about that, and the reason I was saying about that last Aircon's War Paint is because you equip that on him, you get 42% more armor for your Goliath and 40% more health, making them even more tanky than they already are.
Okay. Oh. Zalon, you call me Sans. I got you.
Chronos.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, you can.
If anybody's wondering about the souls or where you need to be, I currently have about 18,600 souls, and I'm rank 775.
2910 is what I got right now. I was just using the 2-star that I had pulled from the event relics that we had from the milestones. My third token, basically. So it was a 2-star. So I'm just gonna keep hitting. I guess we'll get a little bit of food.
So, Zalon, are you going all the way, or what are you stopping?
I don't know. I mean, I really do want to grab Aircon, but now that you're trying to convince me on this relic here, Jim. You're trying to convince me on this relic, so we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if anything, if I know that the amount of gems I have left after this event is not going to be enough for Zeus, I'm guessing out of all the events that we're going to have an opportunity to get a gem deal, I think Zeus will have a gem deal. At least the 71K for $100, but even as like, a lot of times it's like, well, we've seen better gem deals. There is that.
Why don't you just quit noodling and get it over with?
Quit noodling? Oh, Ether, implying that I'm noodling. That's only for D though. D is the ultimate noodler. Ultimate noodler.
Good morning, Ether. How are you, sir?
Hey, good morning, Ether.
I'm doing already. Kind of chilly, but okay.
Kind of chilly? What is chilly for you?
It's kind of chilly down here. It's not chilly for me. It's 60 actually. And these people are running around like it's about 10 degrees.
Oh, yeah?
They got on sweaters and jackets. I mean,
it's 36 here, so.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, it's 42, see?
If it was 42 down here, man, it would go crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's the way it is here.
So, Ether, where are you going in the event, or are you?
I'm finished.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm finished. I'm finished. Well, okay, wait.
I'm
so,
finishing,
if you're finished, Ether, what place are you? What is your rank?
When I checked it last night before I went to bed, I was like 9 something. Yeah, I know I was 900 something. I can't remember the exact number.
Okay? So you were under 1,000 before you went to sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I did that, and then I got Aircon up to level 30. So he's sitting at 30 right now. I'm probably just gonna go ahead on and try to put him in his 55 or so. Thinking about getting rid of my Miku and just force Miku into him to get him up into his 50s.
Just pulled a 3-star, which was nice, and then pulled a 1-star directly after it. So we'll work with that. Right, Matano? Gosh darn it.
Need to get rid of Matano.
You need to get rid of Gotta get rid of Matano. You gotta get rid of everything. Ether would have a heyday. Ether would have a heyday on if he could get a hold of my my phone on a fusion event day. He'd be like, "Give me that Zalon." He'd be like, "Give me that Zalon. I'll take care of everything for you. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that."
Are you being a collector and doing the pantheon? I would just leave you one of everything, but everybody else got to go.
No, I don't. The only reason I'm holding any duplicate 4-stars right now is just waiting for next fusion. That's all. That's all.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting a hold of Zalon's phone.
You stay away from me, Jim. You stay away from my device. Z, that relic ain't gonna change that much. Storm Maiden with Hell got the damage and AP with no summons. Aircon is 2nd edition grade, not 1st. Kind of reading.
The best Titan for Storm Maidens is Thorhill.
I mean,
I know everybody like Hell because of the militia, but Thorhill owns when it comes to Storm Maidens.
Well, yeah, my Thorhill is actually really good. I really like her skills and everything else. Of course, she's just not maxed yet. That's all. But when it comes down to taking care of the, well, that's why. What's it called? I was saying that Aircon is just another tool in the tool belt for defensive. Like it's It's a Valorn light because you don't have, your X-skilled armor and X-skilled health guaranteed. It's only one of the two that you're getting, along with the 3 individual resists. So, again, it's why people are excited about Aircon, but not as excited as all the people are about Zeus and the possibilities of what's coming next. I think that's kind of what the actual hype about Zeus is. As much as everybody thinks that Zeus obviously has to be the best because he's the king of all the the main king of all the gods for the Greek gods. With that, I think it's the fact that I think people are just excited because they know something new and special is on the horizon. And when you say stuff like that, people are like, wait, what? Like, what? I'm going to be doing things differently than just having this, and this, and this? Oh, well, if things are better like that, well then, or something's different, and it's going to change. And then you're going to see other Titans with similar changes like that too. It's just, we just hope that, if anything, all the hype around Zeus doesn't fizzle out because Zeus is completely outdated within 8 weeks,
I think it will be because I think they're going more towards the offensive side with Zeus versus defenses. Like, we don't really have enough defense in the game. So, like, for instance, with Aircon, they changed the skills, but could you imagine how popular Aircon would have been if they would have did not even all 5 defensive resists? I mean, just 4. Like, you could leave Aircon's first skill there and do the rest all tier 2 defenses. But for his resist or defensive skills period, I mean, he would have probably been the #1 defender over Chronos.
Nice.
But, I mean, the game is more focused towards the offensive side to keep players happy, because if you can't beat defenses, then players get discouraged and they don't want to play because they look at it as pointless. So we're going to always have more offense in the game versus defense.
Agreed. But at the same time, if they don't pop out some good defenders periodically, people get real bored with running the same thing over and over and over and over again. So, or at least having the availability to go between a bunch of different options, again, to make it for the higher level players to have something more interesting than just, oh, hey, look, there's 4 defenders that everybody uses, and these are the attackers that I'm going to use, and this is it. It's always the same forever and always. But that typically, obviously, gets mixed up periodically, and that's the whole purpose of why they even do that. There was one thing I wanted to read. I buy 3-time deal has good for my 9,600 souls with 3 packs. Wow, okay, so that's not bad, Sparrow. 3 packs got you to 9,600 souls. What's up with the morning stream? Because I didn't stream last night like I normally do on Friday. Offense sells. Yeah, you're right, Bruce. And also, too, because I'm not going to stream tonight, because there's plenty of other people that are going to be streaming tonight. So it's called share the stream space. Being polite. Because I like when other people are streaming so that I can relax and I can just play and be on other people's streams. Because, again, there's a completely different role reversal when you do that. So, when you're live streaming, it is nothing like being on someone else's live stream. So, similar, but in certain aspects, but still there's a big difference. How many souls do I think Zeus will be? I think he's going to be 24, 22, somewhere in that range. Because that's about right. They're gonna have probably about 3,000 to 4,000 souls more. So it'll be like, and they'll be at 1,000 increments guaranteed at that point. I doubt they'll do 2,000 increments because people would get very upset.
And most likely he's going to probably be about at the 18 to 20,000 mark, and then his special relic or relics are probably going to be at 24.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yep.
I agree with Ether. Well, the devs know we could get to Titan, but without those relics that come equipped with them, or supposed to come equipped with these Titans, they're kind of useless. Well, they're not useless, but you need those relics.
Boom. 20K plus, that's going to be crazy. Well, yeah, again, this is when we explain, when we mention multiple times over and over and over again and reiterate the fact that this is going to be the most pinnacle event of the year. They will be high soul counts. Don't go, when the event comes out, go, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Like, it's like, you know, saying that kind of stuff when you've known about it for weeks and weeks and weeks ahead of time. So, you know, it's definitely going to be a big event. Lots of prizes are going to be available. I'm hoping 3 4-star Titans. Again, that's way more than we normally have. If you just do the event to 10K, if they do 3 4-star Titans, you'll be looking at like a 4-star Titan at 10K. Super low. You know, everybody, of course, right now, before the event's actually released, all they're focusing on is Zeus. That's the mainline focus. And unfortunately to say, like I was mentioning early in the stream, if you don't have saved up gems, if you don't have saved up relics, and you don't want to spend money in the game, there's nothing you're going to be able to do besides grinding your life away to get up as high as possible as you can. Do I know if you're going to be able to grind a Zeus? I don't. You know, unless you give me all like I have this many gems and this many things, and I'm 18 years old, and I live with my parents, and I don't have a bunch of responsibilities except maybe a part-time job. I'd be like, well, stay home all weekend. But you probably can't because you got that part-time job. So
you just gave us some more inside information, right? Because you just said that most likely this event is going to be the most pinnacle event of the year. I've
said that. I've been saying that for weeks, Ether. Weeks.
So you've been dropping nuggets all this time?
I've been saying.
I don't know that they're going to have at least one more.
Odin was again ramped up to be the end pinnacle, and the developers have told us as well. We'll know when they're done with gods, which is more or less implying that Zeus will be the last of the gods, at least in a full run.
Yeah,
now, when I say in a full run, does not mean when Hell came out, was Hell a Norse god? Yes. Was Hell released well after all the other Norse gods were released? Yes. So, are we going to see more Greek gods later? Most likely. And maybe even Norse gods later. Hey, guess what? But they won't be in any kind of like, we're doing one every 3 weeks or every 4 weeks. Like, it's not going to be scheduled like that. It'll be just some random gods thrown in. So, but what did you want to say, Ether?
I was just going to say, like, basically what my point is that for us, like, big events, I mean, do you think this is going to be the biggest event, or will they have another event that would surpass this? Because I think there's going to be
if they do have another event that surpasses this, it will be months from now. It will be months.
It won't be
it'll be next. Yeah. Let's think of how smart it would be to have the Zeus event, and then they said Conquest is going to be the week after. Why do you think that even is, Ether? It's because they can't release a Titan after Zeus. If whatever Titan comes after Zeus, whatever it is, even if it's actually a good Titan, guess what? Nobody will want to do it. Okay? So they have to put up the best thing they possibly can that they know will still make players play as much as they possibly can after the Zeus event. So, logic says that the most popular thing that the community likes is, so that is why we are not going to see some sort of big, massive, crazy event with a brand new Titan directly after Zeus. So Zeus is going to be the nice, clap your hands, cleanup time. Greek gods are done, and then we're going to roll into Conquest, and then after that, it's a nice clean break from the gods. We're on to something maybe new, or they're going to maybe if there were certain aspects of things that come out on Zeus that they want to start incorporating into regular Titans, there you go. Maybe that's going to be the case. Maybe there's something else on the horizon that they haven't even really talked about yet. So all those things are all possible.
So question for all three of you.
Okay.
What are going to be the Titans that's going to be available in this event also besides Zeus? I mean, how many 4-stars do you think we're going to get? And if we're
Three of them.
More?
Three of them, and Poseidon's in there with them.
Valorn.
People would like Valorn. I'd like Valorn to be in there. I would like Valorn to be in there too. So. But
I'm praying for Valorn.
It's definitely going to be Poseidon in there along
Poseidon.
with yeah, because they mentioned him so many
Poseidon
times. What's up,
and
Joe?
Then you get Zeus twice if you're in the top 50.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 4-stars right there. Mm-hmm. And if they put another one in there, I don't see it being Valorn.
Mm-hmm.
That's giving away basically too many Titans that they can do a whole event on and do them individually where they can make a profit off of it. I don't think they're going to give all 3 away like that. And then those Titans are in high demand.
I think, again, like I say, I'm just hoping for Valorn, so I just keep saying her name, putting it out in the universe. But
yeah, right.
Make no mistake, they're not giving anything away.
No, you're going to pay for it.
They're not giving anything away.
I don't think it's impossible they put out a Valorn because they know this event is about to dip deep into our wallets. So it's going to be an expensive event regardless, and to make it even bigger, they'll put Primo Titans in there as pickups. And I do think the Valorn is in that bucket, although she might not be in the event. I think Dionysus is in that bucket. I mean, they can really do anything.
They did mention Dionysus by name in the last live stream, and it doesn't sound like he's right around the corner like Poseidon is. They made it sound like like Poseidon was right around the corner. Now they may still do something like this. Now this is still a possibility. Now, not releasing any new gods, but what they may do is because I remember I could swear that they had like. Odin was available again a second time around in like a pull event very soon after his release. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, he came off a pull token. He was a pull token. He was in the event, but at the end of the event, you get the token and you get to pick the ranger from out of that event, and he was one of them.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, when I pulled him, I don't
remember that.
Yeah, he was at the end of the event. Yeah, at the end of the event, he was able to use the Titan token and pull from what Titan he wanted, and that was one of the Titans that was offered. Was over. So
what was the other choice?
I can't remember. I can't remember. I do believe it was an All Ranger. It was an All Ranger pull for that Titan token, or it might have been just the gods itself. From off of them. I'm not sure, but I know he was part of a pull Titan or a pull token.
Huh.
I have to go back and look up that event.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I remember a pull event where he was available in the temple. He was not available actually to like get in the milestones. Like I remember he was only available in the milestones once, and then after that it was just straight up, hey, we have a pull event for Loki and Odin. Hey, you guys like them?
It is. Just I said it was Loki and Valkyrie was also in that.
Yeah, Loki and Valkyrie.
I can't remember exactly what event it was, but I know you was able to pull him with a Titan.
Okay.
No, wait a second.
A Rash says Loki is my favorite Titan, and honestly, out of the 4 Norse Titans, I feel like Loki was the one that nobody was going for when Loki's first actual event came out. And then everybody made a big deal about Loki after the fact. And I was like, well, why didn't you go for him the first time? Like, I don't know. It was kind of nuts how many people got Loki eventually. But, he was definitely available and was great even the first time. And still, his skills were still... They never needed to be changed. He was fine the entire time. So... Yeah, wasn't it Loki, Thor, and Odin to pull? Yeah, it most likely was an all Norse god situation. Odin was offered with the Mamesh in the People's Choice Titan. That was a long time after he was released. Yeah, long time after. But the pull event that I was referring to was, I think, only a week or two after the Odin event actually happened. So, and they may do they release what's it called? An event where there's two gods just being re-released again. So, like, for instance, if they put Poseidon in here with Zeus, along with another 4-star non-god Titan, they may do an event after the Conquest where they have Dionysus and who else is another god that we haven't seen? The new Artemis?
I don't know. If I had my choice, I'd rather them just give us a new revamped Athena.
Well,
Athena has potential, but not in the form that she's in now.
That's also a possibility.
Well, we know they can do it because they did the same thing with Artemis. So if they can do it with Artemis, I mean, Athena has to be being revamped right now or something to be released there.
No, I agree. Joe says, I hope they put Poseidon with relics like they did with Hades. So, for instance, when they put a re-release God Titan in the milestones, they also make sure they put both of his relics in there with him, which does cut down on how many like brand new relics we can have in there or re-release relics. But for the most part, I mean, it's necessary. So as long as they do that, I would hope they do the same as well.
I'm interested in Zeus relics. I wanna know like exactly what his relics is going to be, because I mean you have to put something else in the game besides poison and fire. I mean you have to give some different relics for the lives. Right now everything is what, poison and fire. I mean every relic you get is poison resist. So you need to get more variety of relics. So I'm interested to see what his relics is going to be.
Especially more ice and earth stuff.
Yes. If you ever pay attention,
I still don't have an ice Goliath build, and I've been playing 2.5 years, whatever it is.
I've had several, but like if you ever pay attention to the way that a lot of your raids go when people raid your castles and stuff, it's always most likely an Earth Titan that beats you. Just pay attention.
I gotta pause you right there because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know if you meant to be hilarious when you said that, but you slipped that in cold-blooded on Jim.
Yeah, you did. You did. That was cold-blooded, Ether.
What?
Ether's like, I got like 1 million.
Oh, what I did?
I got like 1 million.
I've had several.
I've had several.
I just fuse them away. I don't need them.
I max them out, then I fuse them.
Hey, my fault, Jim. My fault. You know what? I don't want to do that. I just
if I had feelings, I would have been hurt there.
Don't worry, I'm gonna buy you some Chick-fil-A next time you're out of Ohio. I got you.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Nobody talking to you.
Man, that was the timing on that, and then your cadence didn't even break. You just said, I've had several. But anyway, as I was saying.
He just went about his business.
Yeah. Stomped all over Jim real quick.
After clubbing me in the head, he just went about his business.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold.
It is cold, Ether. It is what you did. That's absolutely correct.
I'm trying to remember that, man. I have a vague memory.
It's all
I don't recall such things.
You will when you listen to the replay, because it is. I mean, that's clippable right there. That's something that needs to be replayed.
Don't give both no ideas.
Yeah. Well, I've got a few of them. But yeah, it was very good. It was very well done. Very well done, Ethan. Oh my God. There we go. There you go, KJ, just for you. A reworked Athena in the Zeus event would be awesome, especially since she wouldn't be the feature Titan. Yeah, true, exactly. You know, any kind of really good rework. Yeah.
See, and so I know that I think we talked about this a few minutes ago, but if they re-release, you know, whatever Titan they re-release, right, into this Zeus event, if they give the relics for those said Titans, you want to talk about making some money, because it was incredible in that Chronos event to actually get Hades and his relics. So whatever Titan they put with Zeus, man, they would really do themselves justice by putting the relics in there with them.
So do you think, for instance, like we think they're going to put Poseidon in this event, do you think they're going to put his relics in there also, or it's just going to be the Titan?
No, I think they should. I think they will put his relics in there, because they saw the success of the Chronos event, and I'm telling you, you know, you don't get near as excited about just a Titan. I mean, any players like us who, you know, are 21, 22, 23 or above castle level, right? We're not excited about the Titans as much as we are about the relics and what they're going to do for our troops, right? So I think they'd be silly just to stick Poseidon in the event, because he's almost, like Jim said, almost useless. I use that word, but if you get these new Titans without their relics, I mean, you lose that razor sharp edge if you don't have their relics.
Arash is asking what second Titan it sounds like Poseidon is going to be the second Titan they add in this event. So yeah, that's what it looks like. But there may be a third 4-star in this event, just due to the way that the Odin event happened, and you know how they structured an event like that in the past. So we're all basing a lot of this off of past things that they have done. Of course, there's always the possibility that it could be only a 2 4-star Titan event, but you know, I really don't think that's the case. I base a lot of these types of Zalon predictions and everything else off of what they've done in the past, and even the way we built it up. You know, and if you have been watching my streams, okay, this is something we've been talking about for the last month leading up to this whole Zeus situation, maybe even longer, is the fact that the way that they released Odin was they released another Titan that was also a Norse god, and then they also released a very, very popular non-god Titan, which was Siggy at the time, and I think it was Valkyrie. So with that said, that's how we were thinking. Then maybe Dionysus or Poseidon would be re-released, because they're very popular, and a lot of people have asked for them to be re-released. And it sounds like Poseidon is going to be the one, and Dionysus may be coming, I would say, soon after. Possible. When I say soon after, I'm saying possible, like the week after Conquest. Maybe they'll do like a redo event. Although they could also do a, hey, this is the end of the Greek god era. Like, we're gonna releasing them on a regular situation, so we're gonna do this poll event like they did for Odin. Maybe they'll do that. That's also a possibility. And maybe Ether will stop shuffling papers in the background. Ether, what are you doing?
That ain't paper.
Hey, I had a change bag, right, and it spilled over.
Oh. Okay.
So I was picking the change out, trying to put it back.
Okay, because it sounds like serious paper shuffling over there. I didn't know it was change.
A change bag? You mean a purse?
No, it's a Crown Royal bag, man, that I keep me. I throw change in and stuff, so that way when I come back home, like for instance, I'm not at home yet. I'm still at work, but I just got here. So I just take all the change and I have it in the bag, and when I get home, I dump it into it.
Thanks, Truth, for that other donation. Zalon say Valoran. Valoran will be the third Titan. Yeah, I know. Third Titan should be Valoran. I've been saying that for a long time, too.
I heard that.
And I also said that to try to get Truth interested in the Zeus event. Oh, way back when. And you remember that, Truth, when I was like, if they had Valoran in there, you'd go for it. And you're like, yeah, I would. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, you got me hooked now. See, we're just going to keep saying her name, put it out there in the universe. It's going to come true.
Yeah, it's true.
Titan regret syndrome is real.
Yeah, it
is. And so is Ether's purse.
Yeah. So what's up, MB?
It's not
Good
a
to see you,
purse,
Mark.
it's a man bag.
Man bag.
That comes from the Boondocks. Gangsta-licious man bag.
Yeah, that's right. Boondocks is a good show too.
Yes.
If you dump your purse out, I mean your man bag out, and change and chapstick falls out, it's a purse.
Wait, it's hard to hear me, Jamie? It's hard to hear me? That's strange. Is that because Ether's talking? Is that like a joke, or is it really actually hard to hear me? Crown Royal bag, ghetto purse.
Go beat me up.
Nice.
I just read that.
I'm gonna have to co-sign with Prometheo on that one.
I see.
Got the drawstring.
Hey, everyone knows that Ether loves to drink Crown Royal.
Oh
It's
yeah?
a drink, man.
Yo, but listen, I actually have these green Crown Royal bags. What's up with that? What's the difference between the green ones and the purple ones?
You have apple flavor. That's why.
Oh, do
If
they?
it's green, it's an apple flavor.
Oh, okay.
I don't like those. Maple is the best flavor in my opinion. I know a lot of people like apple because it's sweet, but I don't really care for all that sweet stuff. Especially with my drinks.
Especially
Maple is
with your drinks, right? Right?
You can't be doing all that stuff.
Yeah. That's right. Don't mess with Ether's drinks. All right. Brothers gotta have the Crown Royal bag, says Bruce.
You feel the struggle.
Oh, okay. King Justice, we're good. Yeah. I got my Killer Siggy during the Odin event. I love my Siggy Odin, not so much. I hope I don't regret getting Zeus. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Look at the event. I get the focus right now. The focus the DOT community is looking at is they're focusing on just Zeus. And the thing is, there's a very good possibility that you're going to notice that the rest of the event is actually laid out in front of you when we finally actually see the event. And you're going to be like, oh, wait, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. And then you're just going to be like, oh, well, yeah, Zeus is good too, but there's going to be a bunch of, like Sans said, he got his Killer Siggy during the Odin event, but his Odin wasn't all that great, and whatever. So, you don't know. You may get other things that are also really, really, really good, pending on the fact that we don't really know exactly how Zeus's skills are, and how much randomness is in any of the certain skills. So it seems like certain things are locked, but I'm not exactly sure to what extent. So we'll see. So yeah, that was for what we're probably an hour in, but yeah, that's like a sneak peek to that's right. Zalon has seen him on the test account. So, it was hard to hear you with the background purse shuffling noise. All good now. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Jamie was just referring to couldn't hear me from all the purse shuffling. I see. Apple will burst your head. Oh, what? The apple flavor of Crown Royal? I don't know. Weird. Alright, so, let's see. I guess you know what? Let's see, what time is it? I gotta head out and probably do like 15, 20 more minutes and then I gotta go. So, I don't want to throw down the serious portal stones until later tonight because I still have I got a 125. I think it's a 125 left over from last event. Let me check. What is it? Yeah, 125. So I'll take that Panther. So yeah, I'll definitely use that. Well, looks like I'll get over 1,000 DGs in this event. That'll be good.
Yeah, I got like 1,400 right now, and I'm gonna see how many are in the Zeus event and then the Conquest, and I think I'm gonna do like 4 or 5 DG pools on one of my streams.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Jim, that's what I'm talking about.
It sounds like it could be awesome, or it could be frightening. Never know.
Well, if you watch mine, it was frightening. So I think Jim will get better luck.
Yeah.
Of course, Jim was the one pushing me to pull the DGs anyway. He was the peer pressure.
Bruce says I say it far too white. I'm sorry, Bruce. I'm sorry. I'll have to flavor up my flavor up my speech just for you. 12-hour workday, so laters. All right, go Dan. You're the man. I'm just getting the stream in while I can, so that I can go and help out my brother move a bar out of my grandfather's basement. So it's gonna be fun. A lot of driving today, but I'll have plenty of time to, like I said, watch other people's content, and also be able to be on people's streams tonight after I get back. So.
Yeah, as it's looking right now, since I haven't been contacted by that trucking company, I'll probably be able to stream at 7.
Yeah.
Because it's 11:24 and they still haven't contacted me, so I'm going to say I'll be leaving it.
Yeah. Say it with me. Apple will bust your head. Okay, Bruce. I did it.
You sounded a little bit like a little ghetto thought.
Well, I had to spice. He wanted me to spice it up. He said I said it way too white. So he specifically, in all caps, said I said it way too white. So.
Yeah, if you think he sounds way too white, you ought to see a pic.
Yeah. Actually, believe it or not, I got seriously sunburned these last 3 days. It's funny because it still was relatively cold working outside, but yeah, my face got pretty sunburned.
Well, it's been windy, but and a little cold, but that sun's been beat down hard.
Keith says, I got myself a fire, ice, and physical armor Aircon. Okay. Armor, okay. Because if my personal preference is going to be trying to get health on the last one, but when it comes
physical and ice is good resist.
Yeah, I like those resists though. I like those resists. I always seem to, I don't know. I always like range. I like range resists. So I mean, for me, fire and physical are good for that in that aspect. But ice resist too, because you always got to worry about all those wonderful Imperials.
Yeah, I got physical, ice, and fire and health.
See, health is the ticket, man. If you get that roll, Aircon's really good, man.
Well, again, I think Aircon's good. I mean, I know a lot of people saying, Valor Light and all this. I'll see how he does out there, on defense. And
I'm just looking at skills. People are just comparing skills-wise. They go, if I can get somebody who has all these summoners skills and blah, 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 X skills on my troops, why would I go for an Aircon? You know what I mean? So the reason why I'm sometimes people need things to be put out in front of them like, oh, well, if you want to compare this to this, well, you got to kind of make it, try to get a little bit better of an idea of what you're actually looking at, because when you look at the skills that are available with Aircon, it's like, all right, he can be definitely a viable defender, and if your goal is to eventually be someone who has a half a dozen to a dozen defenders that you can switch out literally within minutes of each other because you're doing all sorts of crazy castle raids, if that is your eventual goal, because having an Aircon and then a Chronos and then a Chronos and then Valorn, and then you just keep popping in all sorts of different defensive titans, and every time that person has to come in, they have to test it every single time. And sometimes they may beat it, but sometimes they may not. So again, it's all up to you whether you actually want to be able to do that or not. If you're not interested in doing that, that is fine. You would like to have one defender, maybe two, so that people can peg your defense and always know what you have and be able to beat it very easily, very quickly, then you can do that. That is not, that is all up to you, DOT community. So,
Zalon, the way you worded that was fantastic, man.
You know what I mean? So it's completely up to you. Your choice.
Basically, Zalon saying, if you want to be a weak loser, then that's your choice.
I like the idea of having like a dozen defensive titans to switch into my garrison. I mean, yeah, they may sit out on the land every once in a while, but for the most part, I just throw out a bunch of runas because I don't play VP game for the most part. It just doesn't seem to. It hasn't interested me for a long time, but just because it doesn't seem worth my time. But when it comes down to like having fun with switching out garrison defenders, I like to be able to be at least not as predictable, and I feel like a lot of other players should have that advantage as well. Actually, let's see what we got. Aircon will be a beast. Drumadiddle jumps in. The brain suppers. What's going on? Good to see you. Got health on your new Aircon? Nice, Tox. Like to see that. You got X health too, Sparrow? I like to hear that. Huh, it's funny. There's an older player named Salad Bum in here. He's asking if there's still a lot of players playing in the game. There's roughly about 60 to 80,000 players. Fluctuates on a pretty regular basis. You can find out easily. Actually, we'll do it right now. I'm going to jump onto my test account on my tablet. Of course, you're not going to see it in front of your face. I am going to do one battle with my test account. I'm going to see exactly where the bottom is for the live stream. For all the people that have no clue about exactly how many people are playing the game and would like to know. Oop, I'll turn down the sound on this one. So I like to do this periodically, too, for my own curiosity. So, let's see. To kind of play it a little bit sideways here so that I can still have you guys talk on Discord. But, yeah, Runa, right? Let's see. Throw this battle up, and then just, so let me see. Of course, not ranked. I haven't done anything on here at all. We'll find one battle. Let's see, something stupid. At least set this real quick and run that other battle in the background just so I can have that info, because I would like to know. I haven't done it, but since in a little bit, but also we haven't had too many individual events recently either. We'll just do that. Yep. Raid. I have 658 portal stones on here. That's nuts. Wow! Who's that? Oh man, that's funny. Oh wait, you can't see what's on the screen. I was like, oh man, did I just reveal something? No, that's all right. Yeah, we'll play with him. This guy's battle log is gonna be funny. This is going to be interesting. What? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Alright, I'm going to stop wowing in the background. We're going to find out how many 10 souls is. So nobody had anything to say while I was doing that on Discord, huh?
I guess not.
Yeah, alright, so here we are. I'm ranked 82,793. So there you go. With 10 souls. Okay? And every time I hear this number, I go, if you want to just be like, all right, let's get down to brass tacks. How many players are actually logging in and playing more than just their dailies, okay? Let's take 20,000 players off there. 20,000 people that are just logging in and doing their dailies. Okay, so now we have 62,793 people that are doing more than just their dailies every day. That's a lot. I mean, it's no million players, 10 million players, you know, but most mobile games that have been released for a very long time, when I say most, I don't mean 100%, so all the people out there are going to be like, but there's this one and this one and this one, but there's a good amount of mobile games out there that don't hold anywhere near what they initially had. So if this game initially had 250,000 players, 300,000 players, and they're still retaining, you got to look at percentages here, people. If they're still retaining a third of their customer base, maybe a little less, you know, something like that, from what they initially had to begin with. A lot of mobile games, which I played a bunch, where they have, like, you know, 100,000, 200,000 players in the game, and then all of a sudden it just goes down to like under 50K, and it's not even been a year or more. And it's like, wait, what happened to everybody? So there is that. So, but that's my opinion on exactly how many people play the game and, you know, how things are going on a regular basis. Remember, out of that number, there is definitely I'd say around like maybe like 10 or 20,000 are people that play in like the, what do you say, like the top 3 leagues, maybe delving a little into the 4th, but so majority of those players are in a lot of the lower leagues. But they did mention that there is going to be something coming soon that's hopefully going to allow players to like higher level players to hang out in the lower level leagues. So I'm excited for that because I would like to see exactly what that does to the actual upper leagues. So we'll see.
I got to jump off of here, guys. I just got the phone call. I got to leave on out of here.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, Jim. I'm going to be jumping off here in just a second anyway, so I do appreciate you jumping on, though.
Yeah, I appreciate the stream. I gotta travel 6 hours now, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck with that.
All right, later.
And we'll talk to you later. Add 1 player to that total. I haven't done any attacks this battle. Oh, okay. Oh, you got it. 82,676 players, and you've at least 10 souls. There you go, D. It says 3 million downloads on the App Store. Well, that's over a period of what? How many years? You know what I mean? Everything, when you have a running ticker, you know what I mean? It's over a certain amount of years. You know, I might have 2,800 subscribers, but that's because I've been YouTubing for multiple years. You know, I didn't get 2,800 subscribers from yesterday to today. So, just like how there's all sorts of games, mobile games out there that have over, like, you know, 10 million plus, you know, downloads. That doesn't mean there's 10 million plus people playing the game. You can't look at it like that at all, because there's plenty of people that download it but then don't play it after a day. It's the way it works for all of them. All right, so what do we got here? How many more uses on that one? I got to roll. Oh, 5. Maybe we'll save them. Well, we'll do 2 more raids if I can get another portal stone here in the next minute or so. We'll do 2 more. I do appreciate everybody joining me this morning for this wonderful live stream. I know there's a lot of players that are definitely going to be interested in watching the D and Durham show and Jim's live stream tonight, pending on exactly when Jim gets done with the 6-hour drive that he was just referring to. But yes, it'll be nice. I'm excited. And I have plenty of, like I said, DOT content to watch just while I'm riding along. So... Green says, my favorites are Kamathi, Calvrex, Dracora, and Skolnar. Nice. I consider my garrison sacred. I don't want people taking my resources like Venezuela. No politics, though. Jesus.
Old school Skolnar. Real good.
Old school Skolnar? Yeah. Yeah, tonight is going to be nice. Yeah, no problem, Prometheo. I did my best to obviously get my stream in when I could, because I enjoy streaming whenever I get a chance, and I don't like missing nights like I did last night, so I do appreciate it. What's up, Zaret? Ooh, D might switch with Jim tonight and have a special guest. All right, we'll see. It sounds good. Thanks for joining, Zaret, but unfortunately I'm going to be wrapping this one up here. But,
You let everybody down last night.
But, there's that new storm warp right there. It's alright, though. No, we're not going to wait for that one. Alright, so we're going to wrap it up now. So we're at 4,128 souls. Like I said, I am going to continue to grind definitely tonight during the other streamers. And also, I'll be back again tomorrow. I definitely will, because I will have time tomorrow for some streaming. Yeah, no problem, Bruce. What's up, Naughty Boy? I just wrapping this one up though. So thank you for everybody joining in. What time is D stream? If you check if you're on NTG Band on the Band app, she posts on there. I don't know if she posts her times up online or not, but she definitely will let you know if when she's going to be going live. Or you can also make sure you're subscribed to D, and you'll be notified when D is streaming. That's just easy too as well. Yeah, King Ragnar says I'm a pay-to-win player. Be proud. Yeah, well, I don't mind putting money into a game that I enjoy, and I have no problem with that. So yeah, I am proud. Thank you, King Ragnar, for mentioning. Discord link, Naughty Boy. We are getting off right now, so I can still post the Discord link, but it will be for another stream. Usually PMD and Jim at 7 p.m. Yeah, there you go. So there you go. All right, DOT community. Like I said, I will be back again tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in. And Ether Truth, anything you want to say?
No, sir. Thanks for streaming this morning, man.
Oh yeah, no problem. All right, cool. So
And no more noodling.
no more noodling. I won't be noodling. Don't you worry. All right. Let's talk to you guys all again very soon.